A pole position had been taken not by Emerson Fittipaldi in his Black Lotus, but by Clay Regazzoni in his BRM. The Swiss driver managed to hold on to his advantage for the first corner in front of François Cevert, who shot forward from the second line. So began the new season with Regazzoni as its first leader. A nice start for Rega, who'd been dropped by Ferrari at the last moment and who, what's more, had refused an offer from Brabham. Without BRM, he would have been without a car. Behind him, though, the threat from Fittipaldi was becoming more obvious. The Brazilian was third, hassling Cevert, whilst his new teammate, Ronnie Peterson, was just behind. Stewart, after a bad start, was a bit further back. During the 29th lap, a change of leader. Cevert was in the lead. Regazzoni's tyres were wearing badly. Over at Tyrrell, they were optimistic. Cevert was now firm leader. Better still, Stewart had climbed back into second place. Well, they hadn't counted on the devilish Fittipaldi, who didn't let up the pressure and kept up with the rhythm of the Tyrrell Fords. Fittipaldi now second, Stewart having problems. As a result, Cevert had to fight heroically to resist the Lotus. The Frenchman had a cramp in his right leg. During the 86th lap, there was another change. Fittipaldi getting past the Tyrrells. Fittipaldi masterly, coming home in front of Cevert, Stewart, Ix, Hume and Wilson Fittipaldi. The pack. Little by little, Peterson increases his lead. Stewart overtook Hume for second place. The battle for third place was now between Hume, Cevert and Fittipaldi. Hume, however, soon had to stop and change a tyre, followed shortly by Cevert. The latter lost a lap while he was at it, having started just in front of his teammate, Stewart. This was when Peterson began to have a few problems. During the 57th lap, he had to stop in the pits with a broken gearbox. Before that, Stewart had had to abandon too, let down by his brakes. It was drama after drama, and in the end, Fittipaldi won in front of Cevert. We next see François Cevert on track at Zolder, a theatre both for the Belgium and European Grand Prix on the 20th of May. So it was Pedersen and Cevert that led the dance to begin with. As early as the second lap, though, a surprise. Cevert in the lead. Better than that, the Tyrrell driver was getting away at a rate of at least a second a lap. Peterson held the pack, amongst them Fittipaldi and Stewart. They relatively far back. Cevert's control of the Belgian Grand Prix total, for the moment at least. Suddenly Iggs and his Ferrari had to abandon. A broken oil pump made him stop on the edge of the track. After 10 laps, Cevert was still in the lead with 9 seconds lead over Pedersen. Stewart and Fittipaldi were waiting in the wings, and in the 19th lap they both overtake Pedersen. Following lap, Cevert spun off the track. He succeeded in getting started again, climbing back up the places and regaining second place. Needless to say, others had made the most of the incident, and when it came to playing the tactics of prudence and clairvoyance, one person was better than all the rest: Jackie Stewart. The Scotsman took his second victory of the season, relegating Fittipaldi, third, 2 minutes behind him. A magnificent double for the Elf Tyrrell Ford team, and a new lesson in optimism from Jackie Stewart. So the green light shows 54 laps were planned. Very hot, the tyres, the mechanics, everyone were going to suffer. Scheckter immediately went into the lead. Jackie Oliver in the shadow, broke his gearbox though. Under Stewart's eyes, Pedersen attacked Scheckter. The South African, though, was resisting. Cevert, well, he dropped back from the leaders into 6th place. Coming up to mid-race, Scheckter still leading. Pedersen couldn't find an opening. Stewart seemed to be biding his time, though. Fittipaldi didn't take long to come up closer, and the feeling that the situation was going to resolve itself was palpable. Five of them, wheel against wheel, the suspense enormous. At the mid-race point, Stewart was no longer there. He stopped to change a wheel. And while that was happening, Fittipaldi overtook Pedersen. The 42nd lap, the turning point of the race. While trying to overtake Beltoise, Fittipaldi and Scheckter hit each other. The Brazilian abandoned with broken suspension. Yes, Stewart was on the move. At 5th place at this point, finally coming home 4th, which meant that he went into the lead in the championship. But the man of the race was Ronnie Peterson. This time the Swede had done it, taking great revenge for the Swedish Grand Prix. In his 40th race, Peterson won. François Cevert came second for the 4th time in 8 races. Peterson-Cevert on the podium, while neither Stewart nor Fittipaldi were to be seen.